Well, hi everybody. This is Robert. Glad you've come by to look at my video. Well, if you watched my other video on everyday carry, you know that these items right here, the knife, the light, and the gun, those are going to be what I consider the core of being able to defend yourself out there. Agree or disagree, those are all good core items. I don't think anybody will argue that a good knife doesn't have to be an expensive knife, but one that's familiar, fits you well, and that you can use and utilize. Same with the gun, same with the light. These are all good things. But when you're traveling, like I'm in a motel tonight, this is your home. This is an extension of your home. And legally, it's an extension of your home. And at your home, you would usually, if you have a handgun that you carry for concealed purposes, you may keep that on the bedside. And I have these things laid out in the same order that I carry them on my person. So I can reach out in the dark and pick out any one or more of those items and just go for the natural feel of where it should be, and that's where it is. Well, that's all fine and good, but even though those Hornady critical defense rounds are pretty powerful, and the .357 Magnum is nothing to be sneezed at, it doesn't stack up against a long gun or great big beefy attackers or somebody that has some body armor on. I'd rather have something with a little more firepower. Now on this trip, I'm on a motorcycle, so what I've got is, instead of the shotgun, I travel with this. Bigger knife, bigger light, bigger gun. This is the Ruger Super Red Hawk in .454 Casull. If you want to see a really good review on this particular gun, which is loaded, by the way, all of my defensive guns are loaded. If you want to see a really fine review, go to Such00. I think after watching his review of this gun about 50 times, I finally broke down and decided I must have the big boy. And let me tell you, it may not be a shotgun and it may not be a long gun, but when this thing is discharged inside a small area, the concussion, the blast, the fire that comes forth from this beast is just amazing. Makes a good primary gun if things really crack loose here at this motel. Something really formidable comes through that door. This is going to be the weapon of choice, not the little revolver. I mean, here, let's take a .357 Magnum. It's a good round. That's a Hornady critical defense, 125 grain. They're speedy, they're effective. You look at gel tests out there. It's a fine round. Compare that. 300 grains, 1,650 feet per second, fired out of this kind of gun with that length barrel. That's a lot of energy on target. Not quite a shotgun, not a rifle, but packable on a motorcycle. And that said, if I'm going to carry this for this kind of purpose as my big gun, that means I need to practice. I need to go out and practice going from a reclining position in white zone unprepared, snap to it, assess the situation, and start shooting in double action at multiple targets. Do I practice that? You bet. You bet I do. So, there it stays. Hopefully it'll never need to be used, but that's what I do while on the road on the motorcycle. So, thank you very much for stopping by to look at this. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you've got a comment, leave one below. Stay safe out there.